Hello and happy August. We're going to do a really low-key video this week showing off these books here that are on my desk. We're going to zoom in and you can see all the spines and the titles that are there. I'm not going to do reviews this week just because I can't wrap my head around it. I don't have a lot of energy. It's been just really stressful over here. The most stressful thing was that one of my bunnies, Fitz, he actually got really sick. He's okay now, no longer life-threatening. He's totally on the mend, but it's just taken up so much of my time and energy. So no reviews this week, but hopefully back to that next week. So I'm going to take up the camera here and we can kind of zoom in and we can even go see the bunnies because he's settling down now. Behind me, you can see he's Fitz. Hey babe, look, he's looking healthy. And we can also take a quick look at Sim. Hey Simon. Hi Simon. You were worried about your brother last week, right? No, he's okay. Look, you're all better now, Fitzy. And you're all pooped out. You did a lot of digging this morning. It was good stuff. So yeah, these are my bunnies. You can check in on them. They're okay now. They're both healthy, so we're all good. Alright, so let's move over to the book selection here. These books that I took off my bookcase to put here for the set. And we can start with the stack that's here. The first of which is Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson, which is this literary sci-fi book about colonizing Mars. We have The Sparrow by Mary Dory Russell, which I've talked about pretty recently and frequently on my channel, honestly. And then the last of this little three pile here is The Lives of Locke Lamore by Scott Lynch, which is the beginning of the Gentleman Bastard series, and it's kind of about con artists in a fantasy world. That's really cool. Also, this one's pretty special because I've met Kim Stanley Robinson quite a few times, and so each time I get a book signed, and this is one of them. So, yeah. Yay! And then these three books are sitting on top of the Harry Potter series. And this is my very compact set. They have Hogwarts on the spines, so they're really pretty. And then let's talk about this little tiny stack here. We have Dune by Frank Herbert, real old classic. Hyperion by Dan Simmons, which is possibly my favorite sci-fi book from the 80s. And we have, this one is Stardust by Neil Gaiman, right there. This is Baby Groot. And then we have this little lineup over here. And it starts with Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, which has amazing characters and is such a cozy sci-fi. Raven Stratagem by Yoon-Ho Lee is the sequel to Nine Fox Gambit, which is a totally alien sci-fi universe. It's really cool. This is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. It's the 10th anniversary edition, and I did watch the TV show for American Gods. The first season's pretty good. The Prey of Gods by Nikki Drayden, so we have double gods going on here, which I didn't even notice that I put those together. And then the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, beginning of one of the best fantasy series there are. The Best of Connie Willis. Connie Willis for To Say Nothing of the Dog, which is just the funniest sci-fi book. It has a little bit of YA, like Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And then we have two books from the 19th century. These are my top two favorite books from the 19th century even. It's Anna Karenina, or however you pronounce this book, by Leo Tolstoy, and Middlemarch, which is by George Eliot. Then we have Fortune's Pawn by Rachel Bach, which starts a Lady Space Mark series, which is just so page-turnery. Over here we have The Traitor Baru Cormorant, which is by Seth Dickinson, and it is amazing. Coolest character, amazing politics and awesome stuff. And on the end we have a couple of comics, which I don't know if we can get the lighting going over here. Nimona by Noelle Stevenson and Monstrous by Marjorie Liu, and those are actually both Monster Girl comics, so I should get a whole section, I think, because I recently read The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, which I'll talk about hopefully soon, future video, and it's also got Monster Girls in it. So yeah, look there, zoom out, this is the whole thing. These are the books that are on my desk behind me on the video set. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all those titles and spines. Till next time, my lovelies.